Hello everyone, and welcome back to Writing Tutorials. Today, we're tackling a practical and important topic: how to write a complaint letter to the authorities regarding a damaged road. We all know how frustrating it can be to deal with poorly maintained roads. They're not just an inconvenience, they can also pose serious risks. Writing a clear and effective complaint letter can help you bring this issue to the attention of the right authorities and hopefully get it resolved. In this video, I'll walk you through each section of the sample letter. We'll break it down so you know exactly what to include and why. Let's get started. Step 1. Include your contact information. The first thing to include in your letter is your contact information. This ensures the authorities know who you are and how to reach you. In our sample, it starts with Jonathan Parker, 123 Elm Street, Springfield, Illinois, 62701. Email: jonathan.parker@email.com. Phone: left parenthesis 217 right parenthesis 5551234. It's important to write your full name and address, followed by your email and phone number. This helps the department contact you for any follow-up or updates regarding your complaint. Always make sure the information is accurate. This step might seem basic, but it's crucial. Step 2. Add the date. The next line is the date, which in this case is December 15th, 2024. Adding the date is important because it acts as a reference point. It shows when you submitted the complaint and can be helpful if there's a delay in response. Always write the date in a clear format to avoid confusion. Step 3. Address the letter to the correct department. After the date, address your letter to the appropriate department or authority. In this example, it's Department of Public Works, City Hall, 456 Main Street, Springfield, Illinois, 62701. Make sure to research which department handles road maintenance in your area. Including their name and address ensures your letter reaches the right people. Step 4. Write a clear subject line. A subject line summarizes the purpose of your letter in one sentence. The sample says, Subject: complaint regarding damaged road on Oak Avenue. This is clear and straight to the point. It helps the recipient immediately understand the issue. When writing your own subject line, mention the specific problem and location. For example, request for urgent repairs on Maple Road. Step 5. Begin with a polite opening. Now, let's move on to the letter itself. Start with a polite greeting. Dear Sir or Madam, this is a standard way to address authorities if you're unsure of the recipient's name. If you do know their name or title, you can personalize it, like Dear Director of Public Works. Step 6. State the problem clearly. In the first paragraph, explain the issue in a straightforward manner. The sample says, I am writing to bring to your attention the deteriorated condition of Oak Avenue, specifically the stretch between Maple Street and Pine Road. The road has numerous large potholes and cracks, which have made it increasingly difficult and unsafe for residents and commuters to use. This is where you give the what and where of the problem. Be specific about the location and describe the issue. Phrases like large potholes and unsafe for residents make it clear why this is a concern. When writing this part, avoid being overly emotional or vague. Stick to the facts. This increases the chances of your complaint being taken seriously. Step 7. Highlight the consequences. In the next section, explain the impact of the problem. This is critical because it shows why the issue needs urgent attention. The sample says, the damage to the road has caused several problems, including increased wear and tear on vehicles, leading to costly repairs for many residents. Safety concerns, particularly for cyclists and motorcyclists who are at higher risk of accidents. Traffic congestion, as vehicles must slow down significantly to navigate the potholes. Breaking this down into bullet points is a smart move. It makes the issues easier to read and understand. When writing your own letter, think about how the problem affects you and your community. Is it damaging cars, causing delays, creating safety hazards? Be detailed but concise. Step 8. Emphasize urgency. After describing the impact, explain why the issue needs to be resolved quickly. The sample says, given the volume of traffic on Oak Avenue, its poor condition has become a serious inconvenience to residents and businesses in the area. With winter approaching, the situation is likely to worsen due to freezing and thawing cycles, further degrading the road surface. This paragraph builds urgency. Mentioning specific timelines, like with winter approaching, adds weight to your complaint. If there's anything seasonal or time-sensitive about the issue, be sure to include it. Step 9. Politely request action. In the next paragraph, request a solution. The sample says, I kindly request the Department of Public Works to inspect and repair the road at the earliest opportunity. I trust that addressing this issue will not only improve the safety and comfort of road users, but also prevent further deterioration and more expensive repairs in the future. Notice how this request is polite yet firm. It shows respect for the authorities while clearly stating what needs to be done. When writing this part, avoid demanding or aggressive language. It's always better to be courteous. Step 10. Offer to provide additional information. Before closing, offer to assist with further details if needed. The sample says, thank you for your attention to this matter. Please feel free to contact me at the email address or phone number provided above if further details or clarifications are needed. This shows that you're cooperative and willing to help, which can make your complaint more effective. Step 11. End with a polite closing. Finally, wrap up the letter with a polite closing and your name. The sample ends with, Sincerely, Jonathan Parker. Sincerely is a classic choice, but you can also use yours faithfully or best regards. Make sure to include your full name, and if it's a physical letter, don't forget your signature. And that's how you write a clear and effective complaint letter to the authorities. Let's quickly recap. Start with your contact information and date. Address the letter to the correct department. Write a clear subject line. Explain the issue clearly, with specific details. Highlight the consequences and why the issue is urgent. Politely request action. Offer to provide additional information. Close with a respectful sign-off. Complaint letters like this are powerful tools for making your voice heard. With the right tone and structure, you can bring attention to important issues in your community. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Writing Tutorials, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what kind of letters you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.